Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Posse Podcast. My name is Dan, and this week we're going to be discussing relationships, do's and don'ts. This week we have with us Katie, Jade, Brianna, and Noah.
Definitely forgot my name. That's fine.
Didn't you notice the pause on Noah?
I thought the pause was like you wanted her to say your name, like you were gonna do.
No, like you did me last time.
No, I didn't.
Where he just looked
We're not
at me.
doing that anymore. I will introduce the guest.
Thank you. If he remembers our names.
So, does anyone want to open up with their don'ts? So we're going to be talking about deal breakers for this first segment.
I feel like Brianna wants to. She's ready.
I think
She's had the
Brianna's
list
ready.
on.
She's had it on.
Locked and loaded.
She's been sitting for it. Oh, okay. Here we
name
go.
a few right now, and then we'll just like circulate and hopefully just add more stuff
Okay,
into.
this is. Oh, wait, we'll build.
My biggest deal breaker is insecurity. I cannot stand that because it's like I shouldn't have to build you up in order for you to feel secure within yourself. You should already feel that way already within yourself. Because like I'm not about to sit here and raise you or like how to like, because that's how I feel.
I
like
feel personally
when you're
attacked.
Excuse me, I need a mother in my relationship.
That's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
I'm here to be your partner. I'm here to help build you, but to a point where you have to be secure within yourself first before you start going out to date people. Because that's the thing that most people fail to think that, oh, when I'm jumping into another relationship, oh, they're supposed to fix me. No, you're supposed to fix yourself first and then go out. Like, it's okay if you have your moments when, like, you're falling short. It's okay to have that person who's going to be there for you and whatever. That's fine. But it's not okay when you're always expecting them to always fix up everything that you're not willing to fix yourself.
Right.
I can't stand
Clean
that.
up your messes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or take responsibility for your own actions. I cannot stand that either. I can't. Like, you have to take responsibility for your actions, because how else you gonna learn? How else you gonna grow? I don't like that.
This is not my fault, Brianna. For the last time.
Mine is not that deep.
Okay.
Okay, a deal breaker for me is if they collect stamps.
Oh my God, you and your stamps.
Yes, I don't know what it is.
Who cares?
It's
That makes them
scary.
happy.
It makes
know
them
what it is.
happy.
I don't
It's
know.
like you're
Imaginary friend
collecting
thing,
a
is
little,
it?
Exactly.
a little, whatever
But
they call
it's-
it. What do they call it? What do they call it?
Stamps,
What?
though.
It's things that he
Funko
collect.
Pops.
Thank you. It's like you
But-
collecting those.
I've thought of my deal breaker.
I know, right there, if you collect Funko Pops, for sure.
Dan, we've already fought about this. We don't need to bring it up
Bro,
again.
I don't know what it is. It's like so like there's it's like something like anal about it, where they're like, this one's from 1800s. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
So
scary.
then, okay, let me ask you this follow-up question then.
Yes,
It's
hit
like,
me with
because you're bringing up certain aspects of collecting stamps, does that mean those aspects translate into other things? Like, would you date a girl who, like, built chips in bottles or put chips in bottles or
fine.
whatever?
That's badass.
That's
with
like
that.
as anal
with that.
as, excuse me,
That's
as...
fine. That's why I don't know. That's why coins is also bad.
I collect quarters.
Because that's
Quarters with the
Quarters
states
are
on the
cool.
back? Yeah, quarters with the states on the back. You never did that?
I mean,
collect all
like,
50.
I
Yeah,
guess-
and then you
I
s-
guess that's.
God,
then you use
okay.
them. I know.
See,
there's
that's
the
what I'm
park
saying.
now.
Like, it's just something specific about stamps. Just bothers me. I don't even know why.
Have you ever mailed a letter?
Probably not.
Do you
Is
have
that
a
why- is
vendetta
that why
against
you have
the
an
post
aversion to
office?
it?
Exactly.
That's my strike. I'm not affiliated with those stamps.
Are you a post office employee?
I don't know what it is,
That's a
man.
deal
I don't
breaker.
know what it is, but if she like, if we're like everything's going perfect, and she's like, "These are my stamps," I'd be like, "I can't even. This is not it." This
Would
is
you
not
run
it
out of
for
the
me."
house immediately?
No, because like I don't know if like she's my ride or not.
Have you ever met anybody that collects stamps?
No, and I'm proud of that.
Winner over there.
I'm winning.
I'm so fascinated as to how this could have started. I don't
know.
What-
Trauma. Childhood trauma.
like your older
My
siblings stuck
family
stamps
makes me
on you.
eat
Yeah,
Like,
something must have happened somewhere.
you were the designated
It was
liquor as a
like,
baby.
yeah,
They were like
everyone-
this.
Oh, tongue always dry.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just something about it just hit me one day, and it was like, can't do stamps.
Wow.
Your stamps. I don't get
The
that.
insecurity thing's pretty
For
cool
sure.
too.
Smoking cigarettes.
Oh,
yeah.
yes,
That's-
110%.
That's it.
I mean,
That's not.
That's all I have to say
Cigarettes
about
are
it.
Yeah, I was gonna
yucky.
say I agree with you. I've dated people who did. It's just more like I'd rather have them stop because they wanted to, not because I tell them not to.
No, stop because
like-
I tell you not.
Well, I had one who actually
Stop.
stopped cold
That'll go
turkey
over well.
without me
Yeah, do
having to say
everything I
anything,
say.
so that was like
That's
a plus.
good, yeah, but that's
But, yeah.
cigarettes are yucky.
That's true. It's cancer on a stick.
We're-
That's why I be telling
Yes,
people every time they
that's
smoke it.
For real, yeah. I'm that obnoxious person when like people are like doing it in like a group of people. I'll like come through like, this is it for me.
Oh, is this smoky in here?
I can't do it.
So Reno and
really
Vegas are not really your hotspots.
Oh my
then.
gosh,
Not really.
Because that's-
Vegas is
Oh,
cool, too.
my
I
God.
love
That's
Vegas,
You're
but,
right.
like all those like spots where I'm just like I could die just standing here. It's horrible.
We are such Californians. This is not every other
smell
state's
it.
like.
I feel like we're just like this age group. We don't smoke cigarettes like
We've
used
been
to.
raised on
Yeah.
like anti-smoking.
Yeah,
This
and
is
we
not-
just don't do it.
Yep.
I just never like the smell of it. So
No,
I
it
just,
smells
I,
gross.
yeah.
It smells-
And then you try to
I
take a
get
shower
into
and
it.
then you smell like wet cigarettes and it's not good.
I actually like. There is a certain cigarette that I'm nostalgic about the smell because my grandma smoked.
Camels.
I don't know.
Marlboro?
I don't know which
Newports.
one she smoked.
I was about to
but,
say
like, I will smell it and I'll just get like a little bit sad about it. But at the same time, it's not like I don't want to date someone who smokes.
No, there
Even
is
if they
that
remind
a
you of
little
your
whiff,
grandma?
the little edge. No.
No. Yes.
Even if when you're with them you see your grandma?
My grandma used to smoke those.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you though. There's actually because I had two grandparents that smoked, and so like they never smoked around us. It was just the slight lingering scent
Oh yeah.
that was just
the
like
smell is always
was always
on you. If
Always.
you
I
smoke,
know.
Like you'd smoke
Always.
outside
and
like,
around in the
hey,
house, like
and like
yeah.
you'd still smell it.
That's
so.
I mean, I agree with you. It has a little bit of nostalgia there.
You're just like-
It's like
Grandma.
None for me whatsoever. None at all. So Katie stole mine.
well, you
also
can't only
feel
have one.
Do you want to go
Like,
down
that's
this
my
road?
only deal breaker.
Yeah.
How long?
Other than
you
that,
don't, yeah.
I'm totally down
Cool.
with you. Oh gosh, I think I guess it is kind of a deal breaker. If you're like me, if you're really argumentative, and you're really hard headed, can't date you, because that's exactly what I am,
Yeah.
and I know I'm just like awful. So I can't have two of me in a relationship. It can't
Which
happen.
makes sense.
So you don't look for yourself.
She's
in
not
others.
insecure.
Absolutely not.
That's what I'm saying. That's a good thing.
Because my dad and I are very similar. Don't get along at
I
all.
hate that guy.
It's so bad.
No, I
I
feel it.
can't date somebody like me. It would be
Wow, okay.
really really
Because you and I
bad.
are so similar.
Yeah.
That.
Oh, so we can't ever date.
Sorry.
We can't do it.
But
Yeah.
Glad you said something.
This is
Yeah.
a pivotal moment in this show.
Yeah.
It's like,
Guess
it
I know
comes
now.
out. Yeah. Switch
But
spots.
no,
No.
that's
That
very
makes
true for
sense,
me
though.
too. Where it's like I'm very argumentative.
Yeah.
And I will argue anything.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I need somebody who will back down in an
Yeah.
argument.
Be like,
'cause I
all right.
will-
Yeah, yeah. I need
Okay,
that.
I was gonna say I don't like to argue. I just like to get my point across.
So argue.
No,
Arguing.
No, because I'm not gonna argue with you, but
No,
I am gonna
meaning,
talk to you
like-
for a long time and make sure you understand where I'm
saying
coming
that.
from.
Yeah. I'm not an arguer.
Yeah.
I just
well,
win.
I don't like to start it, but I like to have a like.
You
I
wanna
like to
finish it.
resolve.
You wanna finish
no,
it.
I like to resolve it. Okay, I don't want to see like I don't want to see like me against you. I want to see something that it's something we can try to like solve together.
Yes.
Because some people always like, it's versus me versus you. I'm like, no, let's find something that we can finally just get along with, and there you go. I just want better communication. Like,
See,
for real.
that's why I couldn't date me,
That's-
because it would be me against you is what it would be, is what it would come
But
down
see,
to.
I wouldn't
know,
want to
I
think.
I need somebody that will go, all right,
Wave
and
the
walk
white
away
flag.
when it's a
Yep.
good idea to just walk away. You know,
Yeah,
like you can
that's
argue with me
true.
sometimes, like if we're really trying to resolve something, like you said, like there's
Yeah.
a real issue,
Right.
and we need to have a conversation. Like, because I also can't date a doormat. I can't date somebody that
Yeah.
will let me roll over them. Because
Yes.
I will. No,
Yeah.
I will.
Well,
No
yeah, no,
doormats,
you want
no.
someone
Yeah,
who's
you
just
have to
as-
be in between.
No, I
Not an
get
anvil,
you.
not a doormat.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be.
It has to be a good in between person who like can understand when, you know what, it's not worth it to argue with you
battles.
right now.
Yeah.
And then other times when
Pick
it's
your
like, okay,
battles.
I have to say
Somebody who
something.
knows how
Yeah.
to pick their battles because I don't.
Same.
See,
That's
I'm
what I'm
learning
saying.
to do that
It would-
though. I'm learning to do that. When my mom has always told me when to pick and choose your battles, because certain things you don't always need to argue about. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna
Right.
waste your time and waste your breath,
Don't
and it may
100%.
lead to a bad
That's
situation.
where
So
I'm
it's just
at.
best to
Yeah.
just sit back and just shut the hell up, basically.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
where
what
I'm
I'm
at.
learning to do as I'm getting older. But when I was
Same.
younger, no, I spoke my mind a lot. I
Yeah,
didn't
middle
care.
school me, don't
Yeah.
even talk to her.
Yeah.
You're done. You're over. You're dead. She's destroying you in an instant.
I agree with you, especially your point about like not you versus someone else. It's like
Yeah.
I like it's not person versus person. It's
It's
both
us
of us
against the
together versus the
problem.
problem.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow,
Which I think
it's
is
a
like,
team effort.
That made me
Yeah.
gag a little bit, to be
Oh.
honest.
see, this is not.
I guess Dan and I can't date either.
No, 100% no.
We're really
Actually,
learning.
like that's when you were mentioning yours, like one immediately popped in my head, and I was like, someone who can't admit that they're wrong.
Oh, yeah.
That's an immediate deal breaker.
That's why I said I can't
'Cause
do
that's-
that. I know
yes,
I'm
I
not
can't
100%.
deal with it.
No,
Especially
if
when you
it's-
have facts on it on facts. They keep telling you, no, man.
Yeah,
no, I
it's-
All
cannot
these
stand
receipts.
it.
No.
Yes, like I
you
can't.
have to be able to
Actual
change
receipts
your
from
mind
Walmart.
based on new evidence.
Yes.
It's like if new evidence is presented, I am happy to change my mind 100%.
I'm okay
No,
with you
bro.
being upset
Yeah.
for that hot second, but like at least make an attempt to understand where I was coming from and be like, all right, fine, you're right. I don't always want to feel like, yes, I'm always right, because yeah, I may be wrong too, and I want you to call me out when I'm messing up too.
Same.
Because I don't want to be sitting there looking stupid.
Yeah.
So like,
I agree with that. That's
Yeah.
why I said somebody in the middle. You got to know when to step back, but you have
It
to know when
seems
I'm
to me
like,
you
you're
want
acting
someone who's more
crazy.
laid back.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah,
you know?
the when the crazy eyes
Yeah,
come
yeah.
out. then
Like
the-
I need somebody to be like,
Oh,
nope,
Lord.
you're doing too much. Sit back.
time.
Yeah.
I hate when people are like, "Oh, I need some time to think about it," and then they take like a month to think about it.
Oh, that's
And it's like,
not-
okay, can we talk about it? And
Thank
they
you.
don't let
Triggered.
you talk about
No,
it.
no,
like,
thank you.
yeah.
Seriously.
Like,
no,
oh,
this
I need
is.
It's a big
some
waste
time.
of
I need some
time.
time to
Yeah.
process it.
Like-
It's like, okay, so like an hour because I'm ready to go now.
This is
so please, like,
an hour.
100%.
That
We're
is
doing
the
this
worst.
now.
want to wait like a
Yeah.
week to talk about it. It's like, no, let's solve it now because it's just gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
we need to discuss it now. Get over it now because I'm quick to argue, but I'm also quick to get over things. Like
Right.
I don't hold a grudge. I can't hold a grudge on people. So I need that. Like I need to hash it out right away. Otherwise, it's gonna get bad.
Yeah,
It's like-
you better be an
Yeah.
astronaut if you need that much space.
Shut
I just
up.
thought of something just right now. I cannot stand.
Okay, here we go. Give it to us.
I don't like passive people.
Oh yeah. No.
It bothers me
Passive
because we were just talking about this earlier. That's why when she had said something, I was like, oh yeah, I thought about it just now. I cannot stand passive people only because I'm very direct. You need to tell me how you feel.
I'm
Because even
fine.
when I'm sensing it and I ask you what's
Sensing it?
wrong, yeah, because like if I
That's
feel,
fine, whatever.
if I
Yeah.
know you're
Yeah,
upset
I
and
know.
you
That
tell
pisses
me
me off.
yes,
That
that
pisses
pisses
me
me
off.
Or like, is
off.
everything all right? Like, what's going on? Nothing.
Yeah, no, it makes me so mad. I feel like because we're all very
What?
confrontational
I mean, you
people.
really have to be able
We
to
are.
Yeah, we are very
You have to
confrontational.
say, something's wrong, but I'm not ready to talk about it.
Yeah, that's
that's
fine.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
fine with that.
That's
I'll
fine.
give you
Like,
time
and
to
that's
breathe
fine.
and think
Take
about
your
it, but you
space.
need to
Yeah.
come to me
Take
at
your-
I mean,
some
not a
given
month.
point.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But like if
Like
they're
3
dealing
hours.
with something like personal and they're not ready to talk about it, that's okay. But if it's
Right.
something between the two of us,
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
then it needs to be brought
Yes.
up right away.
And that's when it's the worst. Because
Yes.
you're like, what's going on? And they're like driving, they're like, nothing. And you're like, what? Like, I didn't know we were 5 years old. Like, we can use our words here. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I hate that.
When
Yeah.
you're
No, that
driving
makes me
and like
angry.
they're driving near the passenger, so you just turn your knees away from them.
Yeah,
and you're just
yeah.
like,
Guess I'll look
staring
out
the
this window.
You do the seat, you're like,
No, it's just the matter of you
Done
have your
with
knees
this.
faced towards them or away from them while you're the
Aw.
passenger.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good way to tell.
you can.
Body language.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. If it's not matching what you're saying, it's like this is. Okay, this
Yes.
needs to be resolved right now. Yeah. Speaking of, no, we're not gonna go into that.
I mean, like,
Domestic violence.
whoa! You took it to
just
not at all the
kidding.
conversation we were having before, but that's fine or whatever.
Just kidding. Very much a deal breaker. Very much a deal breaker. Oh my gosh. Are there any? Are there any other major ones that anyone wants to share?
oh, does
This
anyone
is-
want to talk about the imaginary friend?
Oh yeah, talk about
Okay.
that.
Yes, we.
Oh,
This
the
was
I
debate?
would say relationship deal breaker, but not a friendship deal breaker.
Yeah, I'll still be a friend. I just won't.
I need to know. I need to know
Also be
why.
your
I
friend
need to
try
know
and
why
help
you
and
have.
to make you like try and be like, are you okay? Like this is
No,
never
they're
going to progress
totally fine.
anything.
They're fully.
Wait, do you want to present the
they're like-
We
situation?
need
Because all you
context.
said,
You guys,
is
we need
imaginary
context.
friend.
Okay,
Yep.
so,
Okay, yeah,
so
yeah.
if you're like you're in the talking stage with someone or something like that, and like things are going really good, you think they're like an 8 out of 10, probably higher, like everything's going super nice, and then all of a sudden they're like, I have something to tell you. This is my friend, like this
And no one's there.
right here.
They're imaginary.
Yes, my imaginary friend. And so where do we go from there?
I would low key
Is
go
that-
along with
I
it,
feel
but I would
like
just be
I
your
would go
friend.
I
along
feel like
with
I'd
it,
be
and then,
fine
like,
with it.
I could never have the relationship go
Yeah.
further.
I'll just be
but
your
I would
friend.
just be like, I'd still be there to make sure that they're okay,
Right.
and then I just want them to be okay. I don't want to.
I want them to be okay.
What if
really
they are?
worried
What if
about
they
them?
are okay?
Yeah.
And they just have an
This is the
imaginary
only
No,
thing. They are
schizophrenic
perfect
or-
besides
Yeah, that's
that.
what I
Yeah.
was thinking
They're
too.
having some issues, and you don't know.
See, that's
Because
like
you
the-
can still
that's
be
like the smart way
schizophrenic
to
and still
look
be
at it.
What if it's a
okay.
brain
It's
tumor?
just weird the simple fact that you think
Like,
someone's
I mean,
hallucinating.
Like, I don't know. Maybe help them say. Like, how
Let's
long
just
have
say-
you been seeing this person? Who is this person?
I don't think I'm the person to do that for them, though.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe you go,
that's a you problem.
no, not a you problem, but I don't think I'm the person that you should be having that conversation with, right? Because I can't really
See, I
help
think-
you with that.
Yeah,
I
no,
in
it's
the
true.
long run.
I think
Maybe
where
I
would draw
go,
the line
hey,
is
talk to
if-
somebody else.
Yeah, but
That
I
can
think
really help
for
you.
me, like I feel like imaginary friend. I'm like, that's fine, whatever. I'll make up one, and we can have double dates
No.
and stuff, I guess.
But they would be able to
the
see.
thing that would like draw the line would maybe be like if we go out to a restaurant or something, and she orders for her friend,
And you have to
and
pay
I'm
for
like,
it.
oh, is that for? Are we gonna cover that or like? Because
Does she have money? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she gonna cover herself or like, or am I paying for like you and the ghost? Or are we,
Now it's a
Are
ghost.
we gonna like?
What if
I
it
don't
is just a
know.
ghost
I'm
and not an
like,
imaginary
what if
friend?
It's just Casper.
Oh my god.
Yes, just
I don't know.
Casper.
At first, for me, I was like, it's not a deal breaker. It's whatever. It's fine. But like when you want to think like deeper into it, yeah, it's probably
Yes.
really messed up.
A little bit.
Yep.
As an adult,
first
like I
it's
said,
fine.
even kids with imaginary friends, it's kind of a no for me. Who are you? I've seen too many scary movies
Ooh,
to be
it's,
okay with it. You know,
That's 100% true.
That's
it's a
another
red
one.
flag for me.
That would be another
Babadook.
one.
Who
you talking- yeah.
If
Okay.
the
Who you
worst
talking-
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I kind of mess with the Babadook. I'd hang out with him.
Ooh,
He symbolizes depression and
that's a no
anxiety.
for me, dog.
On the Babadook,
Yeah.
that's a definite yes
I'm not
for me.
hanging out with that. What?
he's also a gay icon.
He is
Oh,
a gay
yeah.
icon. He is the gay icon. The
very
B
true.
for LGBTQ stands for Babadook.
Babadook.
Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it.
Is it a deal breaker if the other person has kids?
No.
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 Well, I think.
Well,
it just
actually, what
depends on
drama do you
age
have?
group.
Whoa! No.
I was gonna say, I think it depends on like how old their children are, but if they're like really little. Like, cause okay, I dated a guy who had a son who was much younger, and at that time, the reason why I decided to end the relationship because I felt like
kid
his
was
son needed. No, his son wasn't bad. It's just I felt like he was so
He had
young
an
that he
imaginary
needed his dad more, and I didn't want to take him away from his son because I knew that his son was always going to be first priority, which I had nothing against.
Yeah.
I just low key felt like I want to be first, but obviously I am not. I'm never going to be.
That's
but it's
totally
just,
valid.
Yeah,
That's
and so
super
that's why I
valid.
decided.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
smart
Yeah.
Yeah.
and responsible and
Yeah.
very adult of you.
Yes.
No.
So for me, it just depends on how old they are. I think if they're in school, then it won't be an issue to me because now, like, they're old enough, like, they're able to communicate better. They're able to take care of themselves a little bit better compared to if they're, like, really little, like, toddler age or, like, baby or infant. Yeah, I can't do it.
Newborn.
Yeah, I can't.
Fetus.
I was gonna say, I can't do fresh babies. I can't do it.
Wait.
'Cause that's,
You know.
that's tricky too because you don't know how much the other parent
See,
is involved
yeah.
in it.
Right.
That's-
And that brings
Yeah.
up a whole
That's
nother
I mean,
the biggest
yeah.
factor.
like
And
right
also
off the bat, it's not a
Phil-
deal breaker, but it
Yeah.
could
How much
be.
drama do you
Yeah,
have with
exactly.
this person, and how much am I
Yeah.
going to
What
be
is their
involved in it?
relationship?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is this going to
100%.
interrupt my life having to argue with your
Yeah.
baby
Exactly,
mama?
'cause
Because
I'm
if
not
it
about
is,
to do
it's a
that.
no.
Yeah,
Is she
yeah.
going to show up at my work? Because if so, it's a no.
Yeah.
You know?
So we agreed on most of these don'ts, aka these deal breakers on this
Oh,
side.
yeah.
Okay.
All agree the Babadook is a yes.
We all agree Babadook is 100% a yes. All right. So when we come back, we will go ahead and talk about some of the reverse deal breakers, aka some of the things that
Deals?
deals. There you go. Some deals.
Deal or no deal. That's what we
Stay
should have named
tuned.
this.
Welcome to TV 55. In this hands-on class at Solano Community College, you will learn all aspects of television production, how to use high-end cameras, lighting, and audio equipment in the field and right here in the studio. Whether you are looking at making better YouTube videos, educational or promotional segments, or finding your creative passion, enroll today. Get an art school education at the fraction of the cost. Visit us online at solano.edu.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second segment in today's episode of the Podcast Posse Podcast, where we are discussing relationships. And for the second segment, we will be discussing the deal makers.
We vetoed this in the break, but it's fine.
I thought that would get a better laugh. But no, it didn't. Okay, perfect.
Crowd.
So Noah,
Oh, I'm starting us off?
what do you think? Absolutely.
Wow. One of my deal makers
Ew.
I mean, for me, 100%. I mean, it's super corny and the easiest one, but sense of humor,
Yes.
Yeah.
110% has to happen. Mostly,
It's kind of a
because-
universal.
Yeah,
honestly.
I would say too,
Unless
yeah.
you're
Who
an
doesn't
account-
want to not
Yeah,
funny
no,
person?
exactly.
accountant.
But I feel like mostly just because
Burning up
because of
accountants.
like my personality and how often I make jokes, even in like the worst times.
Oh yeah.
So
It-
someone who's like an easy laugher.
It's like,
Like-
see, but
Oh,
but
yeah.
not
Do you want
that-
the
Yes.
laugh easy?
Not that though, because those I feel like no, like I'm gonna earn it. Like not none of that. Like oh my god, like I was like that was a throwaway joke. That was a throwaway joke, and you're out here dying. Like that's not,
It's
like,
over.
Yeah, I was like that's not even. Go home.
How dare you
But-
laugh at
but
that?
definitely, I have to be able to like actually like make jokes and like
With
keep that
you.
stuff going.
The
yeah.
rapport.
Yeah, because
Right.
it's even worse when
Big
I'm
word.
the only one throwing out jokes and the other person just like laughing and that's it. And I'm like, no, like, go off of that.
Toss it back. Toss it back.
Kickflip off of that.
Yeah, jetpacking off of that one.
I honestly, when you when you brought up the easy laugher, it's like that made me think too. Like I wish I was actually more of an easy laugher, because I feel like I used to be a really easy laugher, and then something
I'm
happened
not
and
at
something
all.
died inside.
The
And
trauma.
The trauma. Something
I
happened.
wish I didn't smile as easily as I do, because then I feel like I can't keep a straight face for comedic purposes.
Oh no, that's 100% true.
She
No,
says
okay, you're
laughing.
right. I'm the same way. Yep.
So I'm a relatively easy laugher. If you say something funny, I will laugh. But I really wish that I could like keep my composure in certain situations
Poker
to
face.
just be like, yeah, more stoic.
Yeah.
I mean, and if I really don't
That
like a
deadpan
person
delivery.
in any way, like you just annoy the crap out of me, then I can keep a straight face and just be like they'll say a joke and I'll just stare at them.
I do that.
And I
to
just
where,
went
Wrote it
like-
down.
I do that to where people hate me because they'll like make a joke and I'm just like, I need more. And then they're like, you didn't get it? And I'm like, no, I got it. It wasn't funny. Like, that wasn't-
This turned into like a comedian criticism. This is
Right?
like, let's talk about the worst comedians imaginable. No.
Howie Mandel.
Okay.
Sorry.
Shade thrown at bald people.
Deal no deal.
Deal or no deal?
Deal or no deal. Do you have a deal maker?
I think yes, funny.
Yes.
Somebody that you don't need to be the smartest person in the world, but I need to be able to have a
Yes. Please.
conversation
show
with
some-
you.
Yeah.
You need to know
Yes.
something, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. People who are like really airheaded get on my nerves, or people who are really
Yes.
absent-minded. I can't. Like, I have to be able to hold a conversation with you.
Yeah.
And if I can't, then it's a no. Even in friendships too. Like, I have to be able to talk to you about something of substance at some point.
Definitely.
Again, it doesn't always have to be super deep. It doesn't always have to be all the time. But just a little bit of intelligence would be
Yeah.
nice, you know? I'm not the
a
smartest
good
person
one.
in the world. I don't need the smartest person in the world.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Little common ground.
Yeah.
Meet me in the middle.
Yeah. Just like have attended elementary school, you know? And I think we're good.
Honestly, sometimes I feel like I'm not smarter than a fifth grader, so
Most of us
Most
aren't.
of us-
no.
Yeah.
Most of us
That's
aren't.
very true.
There's so much I forgot.
Jeff Foxworthy will tell you if you are.
That's right. Speaking of comedians. Reed, do you have any?
Oh, I really like someone who has confidence. I like someone who, like basically what she just said. I like someone who has who can have a who can communicate well with me. We don't always have to have the same agreement, but like we can agree to disagree. I like those kind of conversations because I can't stand it if I'm always or like I know it sounds really weird, but I don't know. Maybe it's just how I visualize it. Like a student teacher kind of like communication. Like someone's willing to learn, and then someone's also willing to teach. If that makes sense. I don't know. Like
a
I
power
can't.
dynamic.
Well, I like it when it's a partnership. When it's like that.
There's
It's,
so many things that came
Oh,
to mind
wow.
immediately.
Why does that sound like guys? God?
I need like a Snape in my
I
life.
hate all of you.
Like I like to learn. I like to learn new things from the other person, and vice
No,
versa.
you're right.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's why I'm saying student and teacher thing. Like someone who's willing to learn. Someone's
So like
oh
a
my
peer,
God.
like a peer, not like two student. Like,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because I didn't know because
Yes.
I did like the project, you know, peer-based learning, where it's like you're supposed to learn from each other type
Yes,
thing.
thank you.
Yes,
There you go. Yeah.
100%.
Thank
your
you.
peer.
Jedi Padawan.
Again, still a dynamic.
Power
That's,
dynamic.
yeah, it was still the same power
Still-
dynamic
Yeah.
there. Still.
Think two
imbalance.
Jedi Knights.
Ah, yes. There we go.
Yes.
No, I think that's a really good one, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
I 100% agree. It's more fun to live. I would imagine it'd be more fun to live life with someone who's gonna like not only help you learn more things, but like help you know,
get you out of your comfort zone.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you push each other a little bit.
Yeah. And is willing to
Absolutely.
do things with you too.
Yes.
Like new
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Exactly.
That's huge.
Like trying
Yeah.
new
100%.
food or like
Yeah.
go on new experiences.
Oh, yeah,
I like
food.
that. Yeah.
That's
No, like seriously.
Okay.
Food.
that's a deal maker.
That's
It
a
is.
deal
If
I'm
you
gonna
could
throw-
cook, that'd be
No,
great.
no, hold on.
If you eat food, I never want to speak to you.
But super strict diets.
Oh,
like
no,
for
yeah.
non-health reasons.
Like picky eaters.
Yes.
Just straight up picky eaters.
That is such a deal
Yeah.
breaker for
Oh,
me.
yeah,
Like,
100%.
you cannot be a picky eater. You have to be like willing to try like things and like eat things and yeah. You have to.
Would you do
love
escargot?
Food. Oh heck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Who's
would try
prepared
just
for
to
me?
say.
I would
Yeah,
try
yeah,
to
Just say.
too.
Just
That
say
might
I've
be a no
tried
for me
it.
only because the
There's-
texture. Textures make me
See,
mad.
you guys are.
I'm
no,
sorry.
You're
I
out.
can't do because I will actually vomit. It's
gonna
not
say,
even
at least
like
you're-
I know myself and I will actually vomit. Textures
No,
are
I'm
no
at
least
for
you're
me.
aware of that.
I'm
Yeah, I go.
hands down.
Yeah.
Probably not for
I'll
me.
always try something once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I
So-
feel too. Yeah.
I'll always try something once and then immediately vomit it up.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm down to do that though too. Like
Vomit up
try it.
afterwards together?
Because I've tried durian.
Durian's not good.
What
or
is
not
durian?
good. Durian's not bad. It's the
don't-
fruit, the stinky fruit.
No,
The
not-
stinky fruit.
Where are you
Stinky
from? I
fruit.
forget you're from
You're not
Sacramento
allowed
Valley.
It's
Wow.
as Vallejo has
I know,
orchards of
see?
durian.
No, I just hang out with people who like eat durian and know what durian is.
I thought you were
It's
gonna
an
say
Asian
dirt.
fruit.
Yeah.
It's really spiky and it smells like hot garbage.
Wow.
And
That's
Hot
a no for me.
garbage.
It smells awful. It doesn't taste bad.
It tastes okay. The one I tried wasn't super ripe. I've tried it twice, and
Ew.
I can understand where it's good and it has a good flavor, but the aftertaste
No,
tastes
it's
like
awful.
armpits.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
And
no, yeah.
I'm gonna have to go to the Asian market and pick some up.
No, you don't. It's in the freezer section. You're
some
not in Singapore. You're
Yeah.
not allowed to open one because it smells so bad
Oh my
that
gosh.
it's illegal. Like the smell is so you're not allowed to take it on public transportation. Like it.
No, it
That
smells
makes sense.
awful.
It
That makes
smells
sense.
No, it
And
smells
get,
like
and get
awful.
people
Try
eating
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like.
It's
And it's-
once you get past the smell again, it doesn't taste that
But I'm not
The
down for
taste
that.
is
It's gonna
not-
smell
yeah, I
bad.
can't.
The taste isn't bad for me. It was the texture is
Yeah,
terrible.
it's really
It's really really
stringy.
slimy and stringy.
Oh.
And then the aftertaste, it
I'm not down for
But guys,
it.
try
Nope,
durian.
I ain't doing it.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Well, forget. I'll try it
Honestly.
once, but that's it. I would
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
do it again.
That would be. That sounds like a night where it's like everyone's bored and you're hanging out. And you're like, what should we do? It's like,
Yeah.
let's
Just
go
go down to
durian.
Seafood City and pick up some durian.
No, I want to know who was the person who was like, "You guys smell that? Oh my
eat
god,
it."
let's eat it!" What? Like,
Who decided that it was a good idea?
An artichoke.
like, what are you talking about?
That
Like
is
somebody
absolutely
hates
true.
themselves.
How did you decide
Yes.
this
That
is
doesn't
edible?
There are
make
so
any
many.
sense.
Okay, that should be an episode in and of itself. We should do a full
Stupid
episode.
foods.
100%.
But
For now, I agree with you though.
for
That's
sure, that's a deal breaker. Is that they're
Picky
like
eaters.
picky eater.
yeah. So it's
And then like a
so
deal maker is
makers.
someone who's willing to push their
To
own
try.
borders and to go and experience things. Who is okay to step out of their comfort zone and is willing to experience something new. So that's
Yeah.
a deal maker for me. Is that they don't want to just live in a box. They want
Yeah.
to go and explore things.
Yeah.
What about
I
you,
like that.
Daniel?
I know
I have to. Oh wow, that was a stomach growling. Excuse me.
Can't date people who are hungry. Can't do it.
Honestly, I think the biggest one is I like the idea of
Frat boys,
Whatever.
blooded jeans.
what I,
Snake bites.
Oh my god.
is I'm taking too long to answer you guys. I'm filling in the blanks. I appreciate someone who can commit to something and follow it through.
Oh,
And
that's
here's
a
the
good
reason
one.
why I say that. Because I don't think I'm that good at that. No. See, that's like
That's a lie. You finished college. Now you're going back and doing it again.
okay.
That's doing
It's
something.
I guess you should say when it comes to personal development,
Okay, there
that's a
you
whole nother thing. I'm talking
I like
more
a me.
like
A person.
Like projects or something.
yeah, like projects. I'm always good at things that I know in my brain I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like professional development with school and with work is always Kamehameha. Like, just kind of like,
did keep doing
yeah, I
this.
did a lot of things. Professional development and everything to do with that. That's one thing. Like that's always moving forward with that. But when it comes to other things that I don't consider necessary, it's like if I start something on a whim kind of a thing and then I don't follow it through, it's I don't know. It's one of those dynamics where like I appreciate the fact that people can be like, yeah, I want to, follow this, crazy diet for like 3 months and they'll do it right till the very last day and they will not like, I mean, I get it. I get your apprehension, but like it's
that-
not about the
that was a
diet.
good-
The
yeah.
ability to do that,
Follow
to say
through.
like I'm going to do this, and
Yeah.
then just totally follow through without
That's
any
a good one.
holds barred. I think that's pretty awesome
the
because that's
same
something
way.
I'm trying to work on.
Yeah, I start stuff and then don't finish, and I go, damn,
Yep.
should have finished that.
Yeah.
And then I go, nah. So I'm the same way. I get what you're saying.
But maybe also someone who's relaxed enough to say like, in the grand scheme of things, it's not important. So
In
I
between,
want-
you know, you want.
I know that's the
what I
thing.
said
It's
with my
like,
thing. You don't want
yeah.
two extremes. Is
Yeah,
what you're
exactly.
saying.
Yeah,
that's
definitely
fine.
not. Yeah, someone like I can appreciate someone who is really rigid in that because like I would like a little more rigidity in my life, but at the same time,
Oh God.
rigid
Sorry?
in there.
Rigid.
It was the hair shaking that got me. Yeah, with the rigid.
I appreciate that, but if it's so far to one end,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. It's
Yeah.
it's like they like collapse within themselves because they can't.
Yeah.
You know, like
They
oh, I'm
can't
not going
finish
to
it.
accomplish.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever it might be. That is a total. No, that's not going to work out for me.
People who can't eat spicy food, or no, people who can
yeah.
eat spicy food. It's
Who
a yes.
can?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. we have to switch
Yes.
everything.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to change. Sorry, we can't date.
Got it.
I'm just trying to make it down the line so I know who I can and can't date.
I really like spicy food, but I know that I can't. Like my eyes water and I suffer.
That's
but
totally
I still
fine.
like it.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
My face will be melting off.
Yep.
But I will keep
Yeah.
eating it
Still
because
keep
it
going.
tastes good.
Dude,
Yep.
spice is
Spicy curry.
everything. Oh, I want to eat so
I'm
bad.
so hungry right now.
I've been hungry since like 11.
Ooh, that's another one. People who know where they want to eat.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh, I don't know where I want.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Here we
never.
go.
I'm
Okay.
always
I have a
the one who
tattoo
makes it-
about that.
I'm always the
I
one who makes
love that.
suggestions, but no one wants to freaking pick. It's like I'm
Yes.
not about to decide
See,
for you
like,
because if I decide
yes.
for you, you'd be like, I'm not in the mood.
Yes.
Then don't ask me
Yeah.
what you want. Then
I can tell you
100%.
what I don't want.
Yeah.
I can tell you what I don't
that's what I'm
want.
saying. Like
No.
I,
It's
I'm
super
not that
helpful.
person, so it's really hard.
See?
So it's like I want someone to be able to decide
Yes.
because I can say, hey, these are the 3 things I want that I'm hungry for. You pick which one you want.
Yeah.
See, I'm okay with
But-
that.
That's good.
Yes.
Not when
That's
it's-
awesome.
but
when they're
I
not
love
willing
that.
to make
But
it.
what's like super awesome is when you're like, oh, let's go get food, and they're like, let's get this. And you're like,
It's
yes.
great when you're on the same page
Yes.
with the person where you're like, I'm hungry, and they're like, I'm hungry too, and they're like, what should we eat? And they're like, a taco.
People.
Yeah, and they say. They say
You're like, I
something.
was just thinking that.
And like it's
Wow.
so great when you're like on the same page where you're like, that's exactly what I want to eat.
Yes.
And so then you do that. But
And then you guys lock eyes for 30
Yeah,
minutes.
that's hot.
Because you realize that this is the moment that you've been waiting for.
This is it. We're
Yeah.
gonna get milkshakes.
Yeah.
So I think we have a consensus on a lot of these things, although on a lot of things we also don't. So what did
Sweet.
we learn?
I think we all have our own importances of what we want in a person.
Oh,
but we
yeah.
all still agree on the same general.
There's
Yeah.
general
Yeah.
bases for a lot of these
Wait,
things, but we know.
What's a
going through it,
physical
you know.
feature that's
Tattoos.
a no and then a yes?
Oh.
What's one thing that you're like, and
Okay.
then one thing you're
This
like,
is a
If you
good.
had tattoos
This is a
on
good
your
ender.
face.
Snake bites.
If you had tattoos on your face, it's
Okay.
a no for me because you just, to me, I feel like you just ruined your face. Now it's a different, like if it's a cultural
bad, throw it
thing,
away.
that's different.
Yeah.
It's not cultural, then I'm like, why'd you do that? Why'd you ruin your face?
what'd you say?
Um,
Was it a
I said
joke or was it
snake
real?
bites.
Okay.
But I don't know.
For a deal maker.
For an absolutely?
Yeah, bro. If you can punch a hole in drywall, yeah. No, deal maker. I'd probably, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, like nice eyes, like big eyes, like when they have like those lightweight bug eyes, like you kind of look like you kind of look like a.
When
tree
it looks
frog,
like your
but it's
eyeballs are
kinda
gonna fall
cute.
out of your head?
Yes, but I don't know, it's kind of cute. But
Sounds
I
like
would
a
say,
condition.
I would say
Like to
maybe
do
like
dolls.
tattoos. Tattoos are pretty hot.
Yeah.
And
Oh, those-
then
yeah.
a deal breaker would be like, I don't know, maybe like gauges. Because I
That
feel
is a
like,
deal breaker.
I don't know.
That's a
yeah.
deal breaker.
And with
No,
me,
actually, maybe
because-
not.
I don't
Depends.
know. With me, because I'm such a weirdo, I feel like I'd always want to like throw stuff through them,
That's fine.
and then be like,
You're in a
I
relationship
don't-
now. Nothing's off
Yeah, but
limits.
still, I'd be like, oh, or I'd be like playing with it, and I'd be like, ew, oh, no, like I don't know. Yeah, I can do it. Like if you can jump rope with your earlobe.
Ew.
Oh, I was gonna say, I only brought like the ones I didn't like, but the makers is someone who's strong but purely nice though. Like she said, she doesn't want someone who someone to walk all over her, but someone who's just nice though.
Yeah.
Like meaning that they won't let negativity affect them so much to the point where they're like mean negative like everyone else. They're just purely nice.
Yeah.
So someone who's happy.
Positive vibes.
basically.
Yeah, basically like a positive.
Somebody who doesn't hate
Yeah.
themselves.
That's impossible. You'll never find.
I met a few people who are just genuinely freaking
met this
nice.
one
People who
person.
have general compassion and is like they'll
Yeah.
hold the door open if someone's right behind them.
Yeah.
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
say thank you and
Not the people who
Yeah.
will
If
hold the
you
door
have
open if you're a mile back.
Yeah, it's like, don't look at me like
Like,
that. You know I can't make it.
I know, but
But
I've
it's
met
true,
so many
though.
people who like they don't
No one
they
does
don't
anymore.
do that.
That's true,
Or
yeah.
they're just like
So it's just
they
nice
don't
when you
give
do
people the
kind.
benefit of the doubt either.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
somebody,
That's true.
somebody happens to walk by, does one thing wrong, and they're immediately like hateful towards them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
hateful
that's-
people now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pessimistic.
Yeah.
I'm a little pessimistic.
You
I'm
are
a
a
little
little bit.
pessimistic, and I'm like a humorist.
I consider myself
Yeah,
more of a
yeah, yeah.
realist. I feel like I live in between.
That's
you
what
know what
all
I mean?
pessimists say.
You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
I like live in the middle. You know what I mean?
Like,
No, I have some friends.
being
No, I thought I
real
was,
about
and then I have some friends now who are like real deal pessimistic, and I'm like, ugh, you're
Oh
sad.
boy. Yeah.
Katie, physicals. Look,
Full head of hair.
Honestly, yes.
you don't like ladies with a shaved head?
No, I mean not bald,
love ladies with
but
shaved head.
shaved.
What's the name of the general in the right hand woman of Black Panther?
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Oh, what's
I don't know her
her
name,
name?
but I know you're talking about.
Deal maker.
Yes.
I know.
Deal maker. If you're her, deal maker.
No, I mean,
What's her name?
oh god, I don't even know. I've had this conversation with people before where they're like, "What's your type?" And I'm just like, honestly, brunettes. Like
Okay, there you go.
that's
a
the
good one.
thing.
Yeah.
Like blondes. I'm just like,
Hey.
Ew.
I mean,
Disgusting.
I'm attracted to like. I mean. Yeah,
Can you
blonde
imagine
hair,
being
it's
blonde?
good,
The
but
worst.
you know, but
It's
like
good.
in brunettes,
It could be
I'm more
better.
attracted to brunettes than I am.
Okay. So blondes, gross. Brunettes, yes.
Yeah, but also blondes, they never have eyebrows, so it's really.
She's like burning herself up.
I
right
know.
now. I
No,
can't
trust me.
like-
I tint my own eyebrows because I don't have them. Because like having without them, your face just is featureless in a way. It's just like it's
You
very
are nothing.
washed out. So I don't know. Sorry if you're super Swedish. Not my type.
And the race card stuff.
But
Super Swedish.
hey, I'm Swedish. I can
That's
say
so
that.
specific.
Smiles are a yes for me. If you have like a really nice smile,
Yep.
Or some nice teeth. Or some nice
Whoa,
teeth
that's
with that smile.
A boisterous laugh.
like
Like people who just like
Boisterous. Good SAT word.
no, like people who just
Like
have,
that,
really-
the real one.
exactly like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
like with like super authentic laughs, and they just laugh. They don't like just like like no,
Ew.
they,
Oh,
they
yeah.
laugh
Who are
about,
you?
Like I like that. That's great. Or it's just like an actual
Yeah,
laugh,
they-
like a
they'll-
full body,
yeah.
not
Yeah.
just like
They're not like.
like
Yeah.
don't
I
pull
hate
me with that
yeah,
fake shit.
don't
Like
that.
Whoa.
Come on.
like no, when people just like really laugh. I like that.
That's nice.
I guess that's-
I meant
Thank you
it.
for that.
I know sometimes I don't sound sincere. I'm working on that, but I meant it. Dan,
I'm gonna say eyes are definitely deal maker, 100%. Yeah.
he wants your eyeballs.
Puts the lotion on.
Those girls with big eyes.
It's put the lotion on the skin. Deal breaker is the second you said tattoos on your face. I 100% agree. It's gone. That's
Oh,
it.
it's gone.
Dead. Gone. Actually, I'm gonna
You
say
don't exist.
above the neck. I'll say yeah. So collarbone and up. It's no, not a fan. Not a
Okay.
fan.
What about on the back of the neck going up or no?
That's fine.
What if it's an arrow, a blue arrow coming all the way up from the back of your neck to your forehead?
That means my dreams have come true.
We weren't talking about soulmates.
All right. Well, I think it was a pretty good discussion right there.
Yeah, that
That's
was fun.
hopefully our viewers at home gained some useful insight as to what should and should not be.
Do you
some deal
agree or
breakers.
disagree?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Don't. We don't care what you think.
Let us know in the comments down below. Actually, I would like to read those. Well, all right. Thank you guys for watching this week, and we'll hope to see you next time.
Oh, a nice shimmy out.
If you have an interest in a career in sports broadcasting,
Whether it's behind the scenes or on camera.
Then this is the class for you.
Class is held every Wednesday from 1:30 to 4:30 in room 121 alongside the library building.
For more information, contact Greg Poff. That's me at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
it's more than just sports. It's an education.